What's up, everybody? Welcome to another reading with the Crown Priestess. I have a friend. Doesn't know how to mind her little business. Wait, are you the girl? Yep, because she has a twin that looks just like her and is just as fat, but she's the girl. Hi, mama. A nosy boot. Okay. So good morning. Woke up to some more bullshit about Trump. He's officially fired everyone in the special needs division of the DOE. Just the first draft of his little rollout to cancel school altogether. Okay, that's all I gotta say about that. I hope you fucking red voters are proud as you've ever been. This is the proudest you should be as an American in this fucking moment. Fucking ridiculous. But go ahead. That's your business. I'm not here to talk about none of that. Moving forward, let's do a reading today, y'all. Let's do a reading. Let's see what's going on. Something that you need to know. Something important. I want these to be more spiritually based because we are just, in some times and experiencing some things. So I'm not going to make this about love. I'm not going to make this about, other people. I'm going to make it about you and what you need to know, what you need to do, and how you need to move. We're going to find out what it is that these spirit guides want you to know, how they want you to handle things. All right, I think I'm going to do a pick a card. Yeah, let's do it. Random, pick a pile. Okay, we're going to do the die. All right, so pile 1, we're going to do the numerical die. Numerical purple die. Pile 2, we're going to do the emerald zodiac die. See, there's zodiac signs on there. And pile 3, we're going to do the blue planetary die. Okay, these are the symbols for the planets and nodes. Okay, so pile 1, 2, and 3. If you need more time, pause the video. We're gonna get started on what Spirit needs you to know with pile 1. If you chose the numerical die, the number 11 can be significant to you. That is a master angel number. So 1 can also be of significance. 11 or 11. 11 is a very divine number. Very divine number. Yep, and this is all happening right now. So what does Spirit want to tell you? There's something that you are perfectly aligned with in this time, especially within the self, okay? You can, this is a place that you can actually be comfortable. You, for a long time, were a person who maybe learned the hard way, okay? Maybe you struggled to find growth. You struggled to come out of comfort zones. You seem, pile 1, to have really done a lot of your karmic work, okay? The South Node energy is strong here. You have healed things from your past lives in this present moment, like today. In this lifetime, you have accomplished lessons that you left behind in your previous life. So a lot of you have been reincarnated. A few times, but for somebody I'm hearing is your first reincarnation. And it's like, you might, you figured it out this time. It's like, I'm not going through this anymore. I'm not going to do this anymore. I do feel like the lessons were rather challenging for you in this lifetime. And it's because you pulled a lot over from your previous life. This is something that you can see very clear now. You are a very gifted communicator with the divine, okay? I feel like some of you know this, but some of you may not. You may not really think you're as good. You think that, I don't know, like your prayers fall on deaf ears, or like things seem really difficult to achieve or accomplish, or you just feel like it's not being heard. It is. You're actually a very, very gifted communicator with the spirit world. You do this really well in your dreams. Some of you are talented astral projectors. Very talented astral projectors, very gifted. You can shapeshift your energy when in the dreaming and become very often animals of flight, so lots of birds, I see, so that you can move and shift through realms, so that you can go. I see somebody flying to a realm where there are peaks, like a lot of mountains. It's like all I see is mountains and clouds. Like I don't even see the ground. It's just like clouds. It's like being up in the sky and all you see is the mountain peaks, the tops. You go there. You go there so that you can listen to God. God's listener. Some of you can be named Samuel or Samantha like me, or have Sam in one of your names, whether first, last, middle. Some of your names, you can have or be affiliated with the Archangel Raphael as well. This is some of you are very gifted healers. You can work in the medical field, or you can have the ability to heal others through whatever, like through your talk therapy, through if you're like a nurse or a doctor, like I said, working in the medical field. Some of you can make like soap, lotion, perfume, something like that. Something that you do with your hands can be very healing as well. Some of you are really good cooks, very talented, gifted with putting ingredients together. Your food is good. Everybody likes to eat your food. It's because it's healing. Like you give comfort to people through your food, through something that you make or say or touch. Like your hands are involved in this. I feel like for a lot of you, your hands are involved in your healing, in your gift. It's a gift that you have. What does Spirit wants you to know right now? You have a new endeavor that is going to make you a lot of money. It's also going to bring out your true essence. A lot of you are walking in your purpose, okay? And it's going to make you very abundant. I see the 111 again. It's like in the candles. You see there's one candle here on the Ace of Wands, and then the Magician has two, and it looks like 111 to me. This is an ability you've had for many lifetimes, but you've mastered it in this one. You've mastered this ability in this lifetime. You finally have all the accolades you need to manifest this into reality. I feel like it's a new thing that's going to make you, yes, it will make you money, but I feel like less about it's making you money, and it will make you happy, like fulfilled, joyous. When we walk in our purpose, we are fulfilled. You know, like this, you can't be walking in your purpose and not feel fulfilled every day. Then it's not yours. And I'm not going to say that our purpose can't have moments of like strife or hardship or times where we feel like, oh my God, am I doing the right thing? But you would not, it's like you won't ever feel the need to, it's like God won't let you give up or fail in your purpose. You understand? Because it's what you were made to do. It's what you were created to do. You understand? Yeah. There it goes. That's the truth. If I ever did hear it. Ace of Swords at the bottom with the Wheel of Fortune. This is clear as day. You are walking in your fate. You are walking your destined path with that Wheel of Fortune. And yeah, it will probably make you a lot of fucking money in the process. Okay? Hues of purple are going to be really important for you. It's also speaking to your wisdom, okay? The crystals, purple crystals will be really good for you. Amethyst, I don't know, there's a bunch, but I'm not going to sit here and pretend I know them all. But a lot of hues of purple or iridescent colors, jewelry, these things are going to amplify your gifts. You're very clairvoyant, some of you as well. You can see truths that other people cannot see, even when you're not dreaming. But I do get that for some of you, a lot of your messages come when you're still, when you're in a state of meditation or sleep, okay? Some of you could have struggled in the past with sleep paralysis, and you notice that you haven't had it in a very long time. It's because you've alchemized some sort of pain, trauma, or like I said, the karmic lessons from this past life. You've mastered them in this one. You have mastered them. You will have a choice coming up for you, Pile 1. A choice between walking in your true purpose or maintaining the life that you have now. Because I feel like for a lot of you, what you're doing right now was a stepping stone to get to where you're actually supposed to be, but it's not where you're meant to stay. And it may have been that you thought so. You may be very well off or grateful for where you've made it at this point, and you thought, oh yeah, I can do this, I can retire here. But it was just a stepping stone. It was a building block towards what's actually about to happen for you. But you have a choice that God will allow you to make for yourself. That is your will. But this opportunity will only continue to knock at your door and force you to walk away, because it's not where you are right now. It's like I said, it's not the final door that you're supposed to walk through. This is like the Wheel of Fortune is moving you forward to the actual purpose that you're supposed to be living. Very close. You are doing something that is relative to this purpose, I'm hearing. It is relative, but it isn't the final chapter. It isn't the big part of what you're supposed to be doing right now. There's a bigger door. There's a larger, grander scale of things. Okay? Yeah, I like that. All right, thank you. That was really nice, Pile 1. That's what I got for you. Why do I keep doing that? All right, Pile 2. If you chose the Emerald astrology die, the zodiac die, Pile 2. Let's see what Spirit has to say to you. What does Spirit want you to know about yourself? Pile 2. Pile 2. What does Spirit need you to know about yourself? Excuse me, y'all. I freaking love coffee. Pile 2. What does Spirit need you to know right now? Trust the process. Pile 2. There are a lot of things that are being stripped away from you at this time. Many things have been stripped away from you, okay? Like, I mean, these cards, rejection, limitations, fears, separation, longing. These things have been stripped away from you because they were all falsehoods, okay? And I know that's going to be a little tough to hear, because people, places, and things we can grow attachments to. But remember, I've said in collectives, if you follow me, but if you don't, check those out. Practice the art of detachment. You need to embrace the art of detachment, not because you need to be a cold, cruel, heartless person, but because you need to respect the order of things and understand that nothing and no one belongs to you. None of it. It is all a simulated loan, and that's it. So Pile 2, Spirit wants you to understand that the things that have been stripped of you are meant to be stripped of you at this time. They are not aligned with your path. They are no longer a part of your story, okay? You could be also coming into some really, I don't want to say harsh truths, more so enlightening truths. I feel like something is being illuminated greatly here. And it's interesting because all of these cards are so dark. This one is like black and white. This one has like a cool tone to it. This one is like sepia, but this also fell. And this is in the fall. You see the leaves are yellow here. So this is, I want to say this is present current events, okay? There is something, truths being illuminated to you at this time. Fall is a season of change. The truth about whatever this is that it needs to change. All of it needs to change right now. Not tomorrow, not a year from now, not, oh yeah, I'm taking my time, it's all right, I already know what I'm gonna do. Right now. That's how Spirit is saying it, right now. And I heard like a gavel, like a judge gaveling. Somebody could watch Law and Order. I love Law and Order because I just heard the dun-dun when they do the gavel part. But these things, I feel for a long time you've held on. It's interesting too. This could have been a year out, or this could have also started in the fall. But in both of these pictures, I'm not sure if you can see, some of the debris on that floor looks like leaves. And in this rejection and loss, she's sitting in fallen leaves. So the fall is very prominent here. Some of you guys can be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and have prominent earth placements. But understand that this is something that you need to allow. There's no going back, okay? I'm here to tell y'all right now because I know somebody want to do it. And while you do have free will, understand that everything has consequence. If God tells you, no, you can't have that, or no, that's not yours anymore, you have the will to say, yes, it is. But there will be consequences because he said what he said. I warned you. I said no, but you didn't want to listen, you know? So for somebody here, I'm getting very strongly, you're tempted to feel like I could do what I want, or I don't want to hear that. It is in your best interest to let it go. Just let this go. Let whatever it is be. Let whatever atonement, whatever consequence, payment, penance, I don't know what this is, but because it's different for everyone. But I feel the need to say, that's how real it is. My kitten started smacking my dream catcher. It's like filtering out the bad. The bell needed to ring because I'm telling you, somebody's energy I'm picking up on is very rebellious. You feel you're in open rebellion, and that's how God wants you to hear it. God. There's not an entity talking. There's not God, the ultimate, the creator, the very divine top. As above and so below. That you are in open rebellion, someone. Do not fight this. Do not go against the grain. It feels painful. This is very painful. This is something that is going to taunt you for a little while. I can feel, or it's been, take your timeline as fluid as you need to. You know, it hurts. I can feel the pain, the resentment. There's resentment here at a fair degree. There is rage even. I can feel rage like boiling in the core of someone. But above all else, there's a lot of sadness. This can even be, you know, very depressed energy. It can be like really hard to get out of the house, get out of the bed, you know, shower. Like even simple tasks can feel like a lot right now. But you have to go through this process. You have to feel this to heal this, you know, for lack of better words. What the Spirit wants you to know right now. Ten of Swords in reverse with the Tower. I can't make this energy up. Like, I cannot make this energy up. The worst is over, okay? If you let it. The thing is, a lot of you continue to overstay your welcome. You know, keep the shit past the shelf date. The expiration date was a long time ago. I can see that. This is like old fall versus now, today fall, right? I'm in the States. I don't know, some people watch from different places, but here in the United States, it is the fall. So it's like, from then until now, you understand how many times you're going to watch the leaves fall on this just for a temporary summer, you know, like a brief. Summer wasn't even all that this year. It wasn't even that hot. You know what I mean? Like, it's like something is way past the expiration date. And if you continue to sit in that, it's only going to get worse. How much more can you lose? I feel like I did a similar message to this not that long ago, maybe last week. There was a message of like, if you continue to sit in this, knowing that it's done and dead and gone, you're only going to hurt yourself. There's no one else. There's no one to get a lick back on in this situation. Because I feel somebody's in open rebellion. That's what they said. Somebody's like, I don't give a fuck. Somebody is willing to burn themselves and die to burn this house down. Like, you know what I mean? Like, somebody is willing to sacrifice their own life just to take whatever with them. And it's like, the gag is that God is going to let them free. Imagine trying to hurt people, right? Let's say you lock yourself up in the house with these people or this person. Take it how it resonates. It's just symbolism. I'm speaking metaphorically. And you lock all the doors, all the windows. You make sure there's no weapons, nothing can help these people get out. And then you set it on fire and you wait. And you watching everybody scurry about, and you like a little evil fucking spawn sitting there laughing because you just know, ha 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 ha, we're all gonna burn, we're all going down. And then they get out and your ass burn alive. And you wake up on the other side of fucking hell wondering where the fuck these people at, and you realize, oh shit, I didn't get him. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but don't, let it go. Let bygones be bygones, proud to. That's what Spirit wants you to know. I wish I could make up the shit I say sometimes. Look at this motherfucker running through the fire. The King of Wands with the full energy at the bottom. Leo, Aries. Scorpio's also very strong on the board. Scorpio and Aries are strongest, but King of Wands can be any fire sign. I like to look at him as Leo. But that, big dick energy. It's that big, I'm a boss. Who the fuck gonna tell me I'm riding through the fire and the flames? That's a song. Through the fire and the flames, we carry on. I forget the name of the band, but I learned that song through playing Guitar Hero, Legends of Rock. So you can look that song up and maybe relevant to you. Now Gemini energy strong with the Seven of Swords. I'm telling you, because this isn't about nobody else. Remember that this is about you. Five of Swords is at the bottom, winning at all costs. King of Wands with the Magician and the Seven of the Swords. This doesn't go well for you if you decide that you want to because somebody thinks they real slick, you know, and that's why the truth is here. The exposure, whatever lick back, whatever exposure, whatever it is, whatever, it doesn't work out in your favor if you go against this, you know. Like, if you're somebody who's pressed on revenge, pressed on karma, pressed on getting somebody back, bow out gracefully. Like, this is your advice, to bow out gracefully, because shit is only going to get worse for you. Because at this point, Spirit may have very well let you, you know, get some revenge or whatever. But if you took it, you know, like, it's overkill. Like, if you took it too far and God was like, all right, that's enough. It's like, you know how when somebody wants to beat somebody up just because they know they could beat them up? That's a bully. You know what I mean? So it's like, God doesn't favor that. It's different if you're standing up to a bully to defend yourself. But like, I'm going to beat this bitch ass because we had a problem, and you win. And then you see her again, and it's like, and you beat her again just because you know you can, even though she doesn't want to fight anymore. And she's telling you, like, I don't want to fight anymore. You already beat me up. Like, leave me alone. And you're like, no, bitch, I'm going to beat your ass every time you see you. Now you look nasty. You understand? Like, God is like, that hateful shit, it does not prosper. And that's what they're showing me. It's like, you wanted to hold on to something or keep fighting or keep going at something because whatever, you just didn't feel like quitting. You didn't feel like giving somebody the satisfaction. You didn't feel like, you know, being talked about or being viewed a certain way. But it doesn't matter. It's not worth it, you know? It's just not worth it. Let people think what they think. Let them say what they say. Let them feel like they won. Because it's draining you, you know? And I don't want to, I haven't spoken about this card yet because I feel like this was available to you. You could have been in a better position already, but you chose to hang on. You chose to keep fighting, keep getting in the ring, to keep entertaining, to keep sending work, magic, you know, just, you wanted so hard to be relevant. And like, I don't know, you know, I don't want to offend anybody, but this is like, enough's enough, you know, is what Spirit is saying here. Like, enough is enough, okay? Yeah. Look at the life you can have if you stop right now. You're going to waste all your energy and all your resources and all on what? On just to keep on breaking down the house, to keep on fucking shit up. Let it go. You'll find a peace, a serenity, a truth, that something's being illuminated. I said that before. And there's the sun. You understand? That is the truth coming through with that Nine of Pentacles, man. You'll feel so much freer and so much more abundant if you let this go. Whatever this is. Person, place, thing. Job. Relationship. Friendship. You know, family. Maybe this is a court case that you're just like, you've been trying to like, fuck out of here. I'm not going to let them win. Let them. You win. You can have it all. I don't care. Let it happen. Let it be so that you can start to live your life in some peace. You understand? I see very strongly that your ancestors want to bring you peace. They want to bring you a nicer time. There's a lot of really melodramatic chaos in your energy right now. And it's unbecoming. Like, it's very unbecoming. All right. Damn, how to. Thank you for being here. But I'm gonna get the fuck up out of that. That was crazy. Okay. Pile 3. My God. If you chose the planetary die, the blue planetary die. Let's see. That's Granddaddy Saturn. He loves to be here. Let's see what's going on. I said Granddaddy Saturn, and look at the fucking storm card. Unexpected. Anyway, but that was just like, it was interesting to see it as the first card when I picked up to shuffle. All right, pile 3. What does Spirit have to tell you? What does Spirit want you to know? Pile 3. Mama needs coffee. So good. So good. Pile 3. What does the Spirit want you to know? Forgiveness. Oh, yeah. Forgive. Pile 3. Apology, change, release. Yes. Forgive. And wholeheartedly forget. Not forget, right? We never forget. But I mean, like, what's done is done. You know, I feel like you may have come from pile 2, or you may have been in an energy like pile 2 once was. But you're more mature. You're at a you're at a higher, excuse me, you're at a higher level of healing than pile 2 is. Okay, like they're like at the they have to now start to get it. I think you have kind of gotten it for a while, and you know that healing comes in waves, comes in layers. They say there's 5 stages of grief, 5 stages of healing, but it never comes linear. It never comes in chronological order. And you usually have to do a few steps more than once, you know. It's all over the place, healing. Healing is really a complex concept, you know. It's not an easy concept, but it is a necessary one. Very necessary. But I feel that Spirit is letting you know, pile 3, that it's time to forgive something. It's in its entirety. And I do feel like this is not one of those forgive and move forward. It's one of those forgive and move on. Okay, with release and purge. And that change card, she's walking up that railroad with her belongings, following, the train never came. So she's just gonna walk to the next town. She gonna walk to her stop. She'll follow it through and go where the road leads her, right? Follow the yellow brick road. Somebody likes The Wizard of Oz, or it could be, I don't know, you like something about Wicked or one of those movies. She kind of looks like a modern day Dorothy now that I'm getting in. I could see it for her. Somebody's name could be Dorothy. Moving forward. What does Spirit want you to know? Yeah, what'd I say? You're at a different healing process. Alchemy. Your ancestors have definitely entered the chat. Okay, you have, and I broke the cards up because I always like to get an extra message. An epiphany and breakthrough. Can't make it up. You have finally come to a place where you can forgive. Okay, you're ready to let it go. You're ready to see. This I'm saying. Pile 2, they was not there. They were ready to bring the fucking house down with them. This is you saying, you know what? I received this experience. I learned all I need to learn from it. I'm thankful. It hurt, but I'm thankful because this shit will never happen again. And I wish you love and light. I'm out of here. Like, it is, you know, it's a very mature exit, you know, like it's a very understanding, a wise exit. This is like sage energy, you know, that I'm feeling. There's no need to hoot and holler. There's no need for revenge or lick back, or I don't need to feel like I got one up on you, or you know what I mean? You can have the dog. Fuck it. Keep the dog. Keep the house. I don't, you know, because again, look at her. It's the purge. Like, I don't need nothing but me and God. You know what I mean? I'm good. I'm good. Like, and that's really genuinely how this energy is received, is how I feel it. It's like, yo, I'm good. It's all right. Because I almost feel like in the process of you coming into this like clarity for yourself, it can almost be like people trying to like now maybe apologize, or now realize, like, you know, and that happens often, you know. And I'll share a little bit of personal experience, because I used to be a firecracker, and I can still be. Depends on what time of the month you catching me and where the moon is at and shit, right? But I used to really be explosive, and I stopped doing that as I, you know, went on my spiritual journey and came up, you know, spiritually and shit, right? Whatever. I can't even think of the words. The point that I'm trying to get to is that there was this lady one time, maybe a couple years ago, and she was in front of me on the line in the supermarket, and she was just a nasty thing, right? She was just, her mood was all over the place. She was angry. She was like hollering at her kids and shit. Like, it was a lot. It was one of those. We've all seen that in the street. Like, just this energy is like, oh my God, hurry up and move on. And I can't remember if, like, I don't know. I think she actually like ended up pushing her cart back, like while she was like trying to get shit out or whatever. And so it hit my cart. But in her distorted reality, I pushed into her cart. You understand? And she's like, you don't see me that I'm like, why the fuck is you on top of me? And da-da-da-da. Mind you, I'm a person who I don't even know why it took COVID for people to understand the 6 feet rule. I never stand right up on somebody's ass. I hate tailgating. I hate all of that. So I was not nowhere near her. But again, she got these kids with her. She's black and she's doing the most. The kids is moving around. It's a whole lot, right? So I guess in that process, her cart kind of kept getting close to mine, and I can't back up because there are people behind me, right? There's people on my ass. So her cart hits mine and she blames it on me. Like, I ran into her, or I'm trying to rush her, or I'm being rude or whatever. And when I say this bitch went off, she went off. And I'm sitting there like literally processing, should I smack the shit out of this bitch in front of her kids and in front of this whole fucking supermarket and really engage in her frequency right now? Or can I accept that this is just where she's at? She's probably got enough going on in her life, and I don't even feel like tainting my energy with that. And I chose the second one. And she went off on a rant for a little bit. Obviously, everybody's looking. I didn't even explain myself. I just said, I'm sorry. Do you need help with something? Would you like me to help you? And it was so shocking to her that she just stopped screaming. And you could see that she was like annoyed that I didn't engage with her. But also it helped her realize that she was overreacting. Then her kid ended up telling her, like, Ma, you pushed the car back into her. Which I felt bad for the kid, because I thought, like, she looked at him like mad snick, but she didn't say nothing or hurt him. But I felt bad because he was willing to like take that from whatever his mother was, just to express the truth for a perfect stranger. So, you know, like, I smiled at him, but I didn't say anything. But the moral of the story is, Pal 3, this is what you're doing to somebody. You know, that, use that as the symbolism. Like, somebody can be irate, can be angry, can be whatever. They could have did you so fucking filthy. They could have done the most to drag your name through the mud, tarnish your reputation, violate. And you don't even have you don't even have it to defend yourself. You know, and it's not because you can't defend yourself. It's not because you're afraid or anything. It's because you just won't do it. Because engaging any further is only going to taint my energy. And this is a beautiful fucking energy. To be in alchemy is ascension, right? You've already turned your pain into power. And it's why you can sit in silence while the world is in chaos. It is why you don't have to respond to such frequencies. And in doing so, I feel like you're turning people around you who are irate and chaotic and all these things inward. Like it's almost like I said with that lady, when I responded quietly and offered to help her, her energy shifted. It's like she couldn't even scream anymore. She was just like, no, I got it. Thank you. I kept on frustrated and everything, but you understand. So I feel like you doing this is making people who hurt you now want to apologize or now see the errors of their ways. It's like they can see, damn, I overreacted. Damn, why did I do that? Like, this person doesn't even deserve, Pal 3 did not deserve for me to treat them that way. They didn't deserve to, and now I've lost them, right? It's like you are creating boundaries that are so unshakable, that are so, like, it's like people are going to feel you leaving the room, Pal 3. That's where you at. That's what Spirit wants you to know, that like your presence is felt. Your energy is so rich, that is so rich and so warm that when you walk out of the room, it gets cold, like physically cold. Like, damn, this is fire. This is fire, probably. The Spirit wants you to know, yep, the world. First of all, some of you you're leaving. It's like, release, change, those are two cards of leaving. The world is leaving, but you know what the world is as well? It's that alchemy. It's accomplished. You have completed. The world is the last major arcana. You have completed a cycle. And it was not easy. It was not easy. You had to really stand your ground, you know, and you had to get into the ring a couple times against your will, you know, like, fuck, I don't even want to fight, yo. I don't. But the way that you have really turned this shit around, the glow up is so real. The glow up is so real with 6 of Wands. And people can't touch you. But they want to. You see them following this man. Just following, all eyes on you. Because you moving like a gallus. Like, it's so player. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, damn, I want to be like that bitch when I grow up. I want to be like that nigga when I grow up. Like, it's too fly to ignore. Like, you know, like, and it's too pristine to shade. It's like you have no choice but to respect it. You know, like that's where people are. They have no choice to respect it. Like, damn, that's a bad bitch. Like, you know what I mean? And I mean it like on some, it's like people expected you to respond a certain way. They expected you to do something, or you just crash or whatever, and you did not. You're not doing that. You're doing something better. And it's because you're healed. It's because it's like, it don't faze me. I'm not concerned with what people have to say. The 5 of Swords fell out with that, with the Sun. I win. Simple as that. I win. You don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to look at nobody no type of way. You don't have to make an announcement. When you leave the room, everybody notices. When you leave the room, the party's over. People came to see you. These people were here for you. Oh, Pal 3's leaving? I'ma call it. That was fun. People weren't even going to the party until they got on the phone. Yo, Pal 3's here. Oh, word? Oh, nah, bitch, I'm getting dressed. Like, you're the reason that people want to be a part of anything. So when you remove yourself silently, especially, like, it's felt. People, I feel like you make people, like, really look at themselves. You make people really, like, ashamed. You make people feel like they got to shape up, like they got to do better. They got to go harder. Fire. What does Spirit need you to know? The Wheel of Fortune's at the bottom. Yeah, no worries. Five of Cups in reverse is like, don't stress it. I don't think that you are. I think that at times you may remember what I said about forgive and forget at the beginning. Like, you may remember, but I think in most cases it is forgotten. I know that's how I move. Like, people be losing sleep about shit that I'm like, what? You still talking about that? Like, I don't even think about that shit anymore. Like, I don't think about it anymore. It's not important to me. Like, so this is the energy that you're in and that you need to maintain. And I can see that it's going to be extremely lucrative for you. You rolling in exactly, you going exactly where you need to go. Somebody asked me the other day about my ex. And I didn't mean to make this pile about me, but I feel like it resonates. So I'm just sharing personal testimony. Somebody asked me the other day, like, so what in the end, what really ultimately was the reason that it didn't work out with y'all? Because, like, obviously I could have gave them a long version, but it was like short and to the point. So they wanted it short and to the point. So they questioned it that way. And I took a second, but then I was like, ultimately, he didn't know who he was. And then they asked me, and you? And I said, I know exactly who I am. That's you, Pal 3. You're that bitch. You're that guy. You're that nigga. Like, the blueprint is you. And you know that, and everybody else does too. Love, light, and abundance.